expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Boxingvoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. I wanna be like you. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold the record with pay-per-view.
My job, I know my situation. This fight is gonna be very difficult for both of us.
Boxingvoice.com.
Good morning, TBV, and welcome back to another morning edition, back-to-back spontaneous shows in the morning, Tuesday. We still going to come right back at you on patreon.com with Untitled and Film Study Tuesday. Probably going to do some history fights for good old Troy. But today we're here to talk about Kid Galahad versus Claudio Marrero, final eliminator for Josh Warrington's mandatory title. And, this is a little important division. I believe Shakur Stevenson will be fighting for the WBO in this division, so it's getting more and more hot. We know Claudio Marrero's a puncher. Kid Galahad just had a shot at Warrington back in March. But, yeah, this is what we're here to discuss, trying to bring you this little breaking news report. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. I'm going to go out to my co-host and get this thing started.
DiBiase Production.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
Boxingvoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. And he stayed out on 47.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
Boxingvoice.com.
Yo. Oh, man. Oh, shit. We live? Oh, Kid Galahad, huh? Oh, shit. Yeah, he be taking on, it just hit me. Claudio Marrero is fucking from the Dominican Republic. Oh, I see what we doing here. I see we getting you your fucking brethren a little shine. I totally understand now, Nestor. Now, I might perk more up now. And we got Josh Warrington, you know what I'm saying? Look. I'm not gonna lie, the first fight with Kid Galahad was close. Kid Galahad didn't do enough to take it, but I thought that he could possibly got a draw and maybe got a little nod. But the home court advantage, the home crowd, the home refs, the Frank Warren promotion, we all know it wasn't set up for him to win unless he got a knockout. But he's back in a final eliminator for that title, IBF, and he's going back down that same road. And I guess we'll talk about it and we'll break it down and we'll get into it. Cash Weezy, what's the business?
What's up, man? Yeah, I just want to say I saw fight too.
Stay focused, stay working my jab. Boxing voice.
Because if he comes to fight, then I'm gonna have to look for him, man.
I saw the fight too.
I think you accurate.
Yo, to Kid Galahad versus Claudio Marrero, final eliminator for Josh Warrington's mandatory. That's the topic. So we need some breakdown, some clarity. I noticed that the show before this had way much live viewership. So who is this guy, Josh Warrington, that these two guys got to scrap it out to get that mandatory eliminator title, right?
My nigga, that's what I'm talking about, man. Being a casual, baby. I like that shit. Who are these niggas, man? Shit.
Why, son? Why? You see how the viewership just dropped?
Yo, so I'll take it over then, man. The important thing about this fight. Oh shit! Let's introduce Doomy. I know he was back. Yo, y'all with this untraditional start.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and most vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynch is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. Get up,
Chips, we right back. Kid Galahad. Man, I don't know too much about him. I know a little. He had a good backstory. I like, his kind of Cinderella man story. You know what I mean? Coming from a rough place and now, in line to maybe be fighting for that IBF. So yeah, let's get into it.
Nah, you don't sound that excited. Like, yeah, let's get.
I mean, not that I'm not excited, but Kid Galahad. Kid Galahad.
Galahad. Kid Galahad versus Claudio Marrero. We got 69 people watching. Oh, jumped up to 72.
Yo,
we doing good.
Yo,
we like another podcast that be live now. Like this.
Yo, listen.
Oh shit! He took a shot.
Yo,
he took a shot.
Listen. We just trying to touch on a little bit of everything. Look, we don't have to stick around long. It's a a report show, But I think that it's important. Josh Warrington is the IBF champion. Shakur Stevens is gonna fight for the WBO versus Joet Gonzalez, I believe, in October. And I just think awareness is important.
All right, well,
Crawford doesn't get the credit that he deserves for like guys like Victor Postal because people didn't take the time out to educate, the boxer fan about a Victor Postal. And Warrington is a good fighter. He has good wins. He beat Lee Selby. He beat Carl Frampton. And he beat Kid Galahad. He's on a tear right now. And the guy's like the Paulie Malignaggi 2.0, if not 3.0. Because he has no power, but he's a fucking banger. Like, he will go to war with you, and somehow he's winning these wars. Some are tight, but he's winning. Frampton didn't want a rematch. I didn't see them try to set that up. Frampton went elsewhere. Frampton went elsewhere, Now, he's in a tune-up with Sofine Takotuk or something like that. I'll get Jeffrey to, give us the proper pronunciation. I mean,
that was hard.
Sofine looks the part, right? Like
Sofiane Takoch.
Let's see what Jeffrey says.
He's from France. Maybe Midi can help.
Yeah, Midi needs
seen Leo. I just thought about that. I see his name.
Sofiane Takout.
Sofiane Takout is who Warrington is going to be fighting in the interim. And you know what? Rightly deserved. After fighting the three names I just mentioned, why not give him a little French dude we never heard of? That's okay.
This guy look tough.
He does. I mean, he got the muscles. I don't know what that's going to translate into the ring. He's number one in France, so that got to mean something for something.
Got some good French boxes.
But speaking of the topic at hand, Claudio Marrero, like Mike said, is a Dominican. He isn't that good, though. Like, he's been knocked out, and he's got power. All right, bro. I mean, look. Hasn't he been knocked out before? He was the WBA, regular and the IBO champ. And
he been knocked out once.
He been slept.
Remember how y'all were talking about what the guy's name that he fought? Let me see. Damn it, Nyambar. He fought Nyambar. Remember? And y'all was like, he's gonna get knocked out. He's gonna this, but he went in there, showed himself good. Then he came back and fought a guy who was 22-1, Eduardo Ramirez, and really put it on him. Really was doing some nice work. I believe that fight was on PBC. I remember watching it, and I like Claudio. Man, Claudio won me some money that fight.
I mean,
in fact,
it's difficult for me, Claudio, his knockout comes to Jesus Rojas, who's a guy that Joseph Diaz beat. Canex beat. A lot like Abraham. Oh no! I thought Supernova fought him too, but that's not him. But yeah, man, look, I'm not here to knock him. I'm here to report that he is in an eliminator. He's got some pop, so we got to keep our eye on him. It's not like he can't get the win. And I also wanted to say that, King Tug has been skipped. This is the number 7 and the number 8 going at it for the eliminator. Kid Galahad is number 7, even after already losing to Josh Warrington in March, and Claudio Marrero is number 8. But King Tug is number 5, and the guy that Josh Warrington is fighting, Sofiane, he's number 4. So they're jumping over King Tug, who's a PBC fighter and the IBO champion. I don't know why, but I think that for Kid Galahad, who's never demonstrated any like overwhelming power, this could end up being a real good firefight, because I don't think he could knock out Marrero. So Marrero with the power and speed, because he got that. You know, he's got good power and good speed. But Galahad only has one loss, and that is to Josh Warrington.
He does. Look, one thing I think the Kid Galahad is going to have over Marrero is definitely the feet. I think he's under the same coaching and tutelage as the same trainer as Prince Nassim had. He definitely. I saw a couple of the rounds with Josh Warrington. He comes out hot. I like the kid, man. I'm surprised I never heard from him. But I think the feet is definitely going to help him out with Marrero. He moves pretty good.
Yeah, man. I mean, he does move pretty good. He's a pretty good boxer. I just think if you try to get in like a at range fight with Claudio Marrero, it's gonna be a motherfucking mistake. I think Claudio has the better punch selection, and I might be favoring Claudio in this fight. I just got to see how he trains and see him on weigh-in and things like that. But I don't know, man. Kid Galahad just he had his chance. You know what I'm saying? He like Ned said, and like people said in chat. I mean, even though that you could have probably gave him the nod, it just wasn't overwhelmingly convincing. You know what I'm saying? So when you go to somebody's backyard and try to fight them on their home turf with their home crowd, and we know that they got a home judges, so that's just be real. You gotta motherfucking do more. That's all I'm saying.
I think Numbar being a PBC fighter and Marrero, they might have both been offered this fight, man, because Numbar beat Marrero
absolutely
a fight ago. So it doesn't make any sense for him to get jumped over unless he let himself get passed by. And for Marrero, I mean, Marrero's like, he loses by knockout to Jesus Rojas, someone that Joseph Diaz beat by decision. Then he comes back 1 round, knocks out Jorge Lora. Then he got 12-round unanimous decision loss to Numbar, and then comes back to Edward Ramirez in a 12-round unanimous decision. So it's like, in his last 4, he's 2-2, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. How'd he get an eliminator shot over the guy that beat him? I don't know.
I mean, like you said, one of them guys probably turned it down. Claudio Marrero, like, shit, I ain't about to turn this shit down. Like, y'all come to me, you damn right I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Final eliminator, might get a chance at a world title. But, yeah, maybe King Tug is not ready. I think King Tug don't have that many fights yet. Let me make sure. Why?
I mean, how could he not be ready if he beat Marrero? That's what I'm saying. It's like, you beat Marrero, how you not ready?
King Tug 10-0.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How you not ready? You already IBO champ, and you got the WBA from Marrero, right? Marrero had like a interim WBA belt.
Remember, he kind of struggled. Well, he didn't struggle, but he kind of had a fight against Marrero. You know what I'm saying? People thought he was just go in there and just blitz him. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave it to Ron G. He was gonna motherfucking be the next coming up a new way that fight.
Hey, he did. But Ron souped us all up, man. I remember, man. I remember. I was going to go with Marrero, and he told me, yo, this dude got power and all that shit. I remember, man, we put bets on fucking Numbar, and they went to decision.
Yeah, unanimous decision, man. Look, Claudio's still a tough guy, man. Slick southpaw.
And reassess, and you know what I'm saying? He's only 10-0, 27 years old. Numbar, that is. So he's not ready for, I mean, I won't say he's not ready, but title shot right now might be a little bit too early for him. Maybe a couple more fights, then get a title shot.
So now, I think it's time for Josh Warrington to unify. He's having a fight, I believe, in a few days with this guy, Sofiane, October 12th, which is obviously the same day I think that was set up. Isn't that the same day that Shakur's fighting?
Shakur's October 26th.
Oh, okay. So 2 weeks later or around. I think that should be the setup. Like, I don't know if Shakur's going to want to go straight into a unification, but since he was
He been saying he's fiending for this guy.
Yeah, I know. Since he been
told him on Twitter, keep that same energy. Because he had an interview, Josh Warrington, that is, said, I would destroy, I would take him through hell, I'll drag him to hell. He said, nigga, when I win my title, keep that same energy. I want to unify immediately.
Yeah, but remember that voluntaries are a safe and secure check. So do you think that Shakur's going to go with Joette if he's able to win? Because a lot of people in our chat are picking Joette. So if he's able to win versus Joette Gonzalez, do you think that he gets a tune-up, or is he going to unify straight up with Warrington, being as though they got that ESPN, Frank Warren Queensberry promotion, Top Rank affiliation?
No one being with Jay Prince and Top Ward, Andre Ward, he's going to get a tune-up fight. He's going to get a homecoming fight. Going to do it, you know what I'm saying, something down there in Newark after he win his title. But after that, man, Shakur is going to stop Josh Warrington when they fight. Mark my words, you heard it here first. Josh Warrington will get stopped against Chris Stevenson. And this Shakur will probably move up to 130.
So, Cash, obviously you know Shakur, you being from Newark. Does this trio entice you anymore? Like, are you interested to see these guys fight, knowing that they could be a possible Shakur Stevenson opponent?
Of course. Well, you know, Shakur Stevenson is the name drop, right? So that's it, man. Top Rank putting this work in. Shakur Stevenson is the ticket. Yeah, I want to see more Shakur. Competitive fight. I seen him maybe one time on television, but his opponents, I don't know who they are, so it doesn't excite me. You know, I still haven't even seen Devin Haney. I still haven't really seen Ryan Garcia. You know, so yeah, Shakur Stevenson, I do want to see him. So yeah, you know what? I'm just been enlightened. You know, you say you bring things to the forefront. I will watch this fight because I want to see their skill set, and then I can say, oh, Shakur got a fight in front of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that would be my interest.
I think if Claudio can knock out Galahad, then we could start like, okay, you know, all right.
What about vice versa though? Like we don't know these dudes. I don't.
I just don't see. I know Galahad. I just don't see Galahad knocking him out. You know, he couldn't knock out Toka Khan. I don't see it happening.
If I see a knockout, I would be like, oh shit, Shakur got something for him.
Exactly.
If it goes the distance, I'm gonna be like, man, shit gonna be boring. Shakur gonna beat him, and then Shakur gonna miss. I mean, there's only one view, my interest. You know, especially if it's the main event card.
Do me, man. Give me some input, bro.
I'm just, I'm looking at a couple of things because, you know, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't familiar with Galahad that much, and just trying to make an overall comparison between these fighters and see what good matchup am I looking at. Just was looking right now at Toka. You know, you said he couldn't knock out Toka. Toka's durable. He hasn't lost by KO. Oh well, he did lose one time by KO. But I don't know, man. Kid Galahad, I think that he gets past Claudio, and I think that Josh Warrington might see him again.
I think if there's a time for Claudio to fucking rise and prove everybody wrong, this got to be the time, Claudio. Like, I understand that you lost to a non-BR who's kind of like a prospect contender / or whatever, but I just think the way you box and what I seen last fight from the Eduardo Ramirez fight, you showed me some things that I was impressed with, and if you can just build upon that and translate that into the next fight, I think I think that he has a shot.
I saw the Tug fight, and I just saw him a little chinny. He got rocked.
Look at punch though.
Yeah, he got rocked, and it was hard for him to to come back to get his feet from under him again and start really putting on the moxie on Tug. Nyambar just took advantage of that, and it looks like he he didn't look all messed up, but them shots that he took in that round, I forget what round. I'll go back and look at it, but he doesn't recover well. He doesn't recover well, but he's a slick southpaw, Mike. I'm not totally grinding him to the ground like that, but I think Galahad gets through him.
Already. But look, I just think that I know it's a fight that I don't want to see the Warrington and Kid Galahad again, but if I have to, I will definitely check it out. But I just think that fight, if it goes back to mandatory and Frank Warren has the promotion again, it's gonna go down the same route. It's gonna be a majority decision. If Kid Galahad don't get a knockout,
it doesn't give you any buzz seeing these two guys in there again.
It's like I watched the fight, but it was just wasn't exciting to me. Like it was a good scrap. Don't get me wrong, but it's not something that I go back and watch or even fucking recommend.
I thought it was a high paced fight. They both came out from the first round, in each other's face. Galahad, caught Warrington with a couple good shots in the beginning of the fight. I mean, I think the fight showed some action. Look, man, there's this fight still. It's not like it's happening for sure, but I wouldn't mind if the stars aligned and these two guys fought again. I think they know each other a little bit better. I think it would be an even more competitive fight, and maybe Josh Warrington, could put a nail in the coffin, so to speak. Maybe try to finish Kid Galahad, in a great fashion, or vice versa. Kid Galahad has a lot to fight for. He has a cool story behind him. He's been out there in the hood in Sheffield. He used to be in the streets, robbing, thieving, or whatnot. He ended up with, the trainer that the train's not seeing in the Ingle gym in Sheffield and Winkle Bank. And it just he has a good story. He has a good story, and I'm heartfelt for that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of fighters have a backstory on how they get into fighting. This guy says he has no social life, no girlfriend, no kids, no family, just boxing. So I see him as a focused guy. If he's talking the talk like he is, I think that he'd come back and give Warrington an even more competitive fight.
I was thinking, like, why the fuck my dude Leo Santa Cruz been off for like so long? Like, we ain't seen him since like February.
You right too, bro. I haven't seen Leo in action in a minute.
Like, damn, these
contemplating moving up.
I ain't heard Leo been talked about at all on PBC. I wonder what's going on. Is he coming out off injury? Did he get hurt in the gym?
There was slight stuff about him and
Javante.
Yeah, him and Javante, but now Javante's going the Udokas Gamboa route.
Yeah, definitely gonna be a bloodbath. Well, not a bloodbath, but a night session. But yeah, man, I want to see Leo Santa Cruz back. You know what I'm saying? That's a good fight for Javante at 135, moving up. First fight, Gamboa. So if you can sleep him like Crawford did, then hey, more power to you.
Let me get to the sponsors and get out to these callers.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
What it do, TBV family? This your boy Dollar. If you want a beat like you heard on the show, hit me up on Instagram at DollarDibiase. That's DOLLA_DIBIASE. Let's get it.
Going out to Boomeranga.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Last time I checked, I was the man on these streets. They call me residue, I leave blow on these beats.
I'ma treat him like he's a C+.
Champ, you alright?
Dominic, going once.
He don't know he live right now.
No, he don't know he live.
All right. On that note, I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. This has been another little report show keeping you up to date with everything that's going on in that division. That will be getting a little more high. I mean, imagine these guys mixed it out. You got Shakur and Joette Gonzalez fighting for that WBO, Josh Warrington IBF, Gary Russell Jr. WBC, Leo Santa Cruz WBA. I would like to see Shakur fight any one of those guys. I would like to see Josh fight any one of those guys. Gary fight any one of those guys. And Leo, any mixture, I'll take it. But catch us right here at youtube.com for another one coming up shortly. And you can also catch us at patreon.com/The Boxing Voice for an episode of Untitled and Film Study Tuesday in a matter of minutes.
Yo, I am the co-star TBV_casual fan. Go to my YouTube channel. Thumbs up my shit too, man. And give me some viewership.
I saw you last night, champ.
What I do last night?
I saw you upload, man. I seen you upload your little Andre Berto, Mikey Garcia.
It went up?
Come on, champ. I'm on you, champ.
I'm actually writing on it right now. I didn't know it went up. But all right, TBV_casual fan on Twitter as well. Thank you.
Yo, IG, Grouse 1911. Twitter, Grouse2312.
And I am Alex Doomsday Linus. That's Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ. And on Twitter, Alex Linus TBV. Check us. We're hitting that U-turn real quick. Coming back to y'all, man.
We got CYP. Talk to me.
I'm trying to figure out why the hell you have such trouble saying unanimous, man. You say unanimous is some other shit. I ain't trying to clown you or nothing, man, but that shit had me rolling. I'm in the store, get my little shit. I'm like,
unanimous. How it sound now?
My nigga was killing. You were killing that goddamn word. Nah. But man, the first show was amazing.
You know what I'm saying?
No, the first show was amazing. I hate that you had to cut that shit off. You know what I mean? But on the side note, me and Wade was chopping it up and on some real shit. I can't believe he's fucking training Ortiz. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't fucking believe it. I still can't believe it. But it's life. But he didn't understand his business, and you gotta do what you gotta do in business. But
fill everybody in on who Larry Wade is real quick.
Oh, that's Double Pillar. That's my guy, Coach Wade. He coached Badu Jack. He coached Sean Porter. He coached a lot of world champions, Caleb Plant. Like that's what he do. He got a track and field background. Is where he started. He was a world champion in track and field. Did the hurdles with the Texas A&M. Started his own pro group. Was running with HSI. He ran. He was amazing. He coached me for a little while. We've been friends since 2003. So we've been rocking like we real friends. Like his wife, my girl, like we real friends. That's my guy, and we chop it up all the time for that boxing. And I called him yesterday because I wanted to get his advice on the Border Wars because he's based in Vegas, so I was gonna go out there, chill with him, and then get prepped. But bad news, he know me too well, and he like, Lowe's, you gotta stop this shit. Like you done proved it, you done did it. Like you already in shape, so you can't use that excuse. And I'm like, man, you know what? You right. I be fishing for shit sometimes. Sometimes I be just wanting to just tune up and just breaking their ass. You know what I'm saying? So, but I need to stop that shit.
Cut it. Yeah, man. Coach Larry Wade, I build champions. Shout out to him.
Yeah, big ups to Coach Larry Wade. And then follow us on all social media platforms, IG, Twitter, YouTube. Head over to boxingvoice.com/affiliate sponsors and then click on our Amazon link. Bookmark that link, say that link, and do all your holiday shopping with us, and use our Amazon link. Also, you can go over to Patreon and catch us here in a little bit for Untitled, and as we get into it.
Most definitely. Patreon, Border Wars, $3 to $5 TA. Come get you some, man. That Border Wars sign-up page is up.
Yes, sir. We're looking for another 3 fights to get our Las Vegas card on November 2nd. Canelo Kovalev official tissue. We got a main event and a co-main event.
Dia de los Muertos.
Maybe you can steal one of those slots the way the Southside Ducey and Lauren did. But yeah, man, that's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on patreon.com/The Boxing Voice. Do say.
Or